Hello loves and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelique and today we are going to be talking about everybody's favorite topic, acne. I say favorite because nobody really likes it, but we all have it. Yay! So recently I've been learning a lot more about skincare and how to properly take care of your skin. Ever since I was little, it's been something that's been really fascinating to me. So I'm really excited to be sharing with you guys my tips and tricks about acne and skincare. And today I'm really excited because we are partnering with a skincare company whose products I have been using for years. So thank you Roche Posay for collaborating with me on this video and helping me share education around skincare. So yesterday on Instagram, I asked you guys to send in any questions or any topics that you guys would like me to go over, which was actually very helpful because it made me realize that we all struggle with the same problems and have the same questions. We realize that nobody is alone. We are all in the same boat when it comes to acne. So let me just start out by saying that acne is a very, very complex skin disease and everybody struggles with it differently. So what necessarily works for me might not work for you because everybody's skin is different and there's no one cure for acne. So I hope you guys find these tips helpful, educational, and yeah, so please enjoy my tips for acne. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually my skin history. So that way you guys know where I came from and my journey with acne. So I feel like I didn't start struggling with acne till about middle school, high school. I used to dance and cheer, so I was constantly sweating. I was always touching my face in school, which is a big no-no. So I felt like I just had normal teenage breakouts. So I started using acne products at a really young age, probably about 13 till now. I don't think I ever stopped. And then it kind of got a little bit worse around 16, 17. I just had some that wouldn't go away. I was pretty good from 18 till about 22. I was like, woohoo, acne cured, this is amazing. I'm now an adult, I don't have acne. Fast forward till now. From 22 to about 24, I started struggling with acne really, really bad. This acne was different. This was down around my chin, which was definitely more hormonal, especially in your adult years as a woman. I just could not get rid of it. It's just now getting better. I feel like that's only due to having a really good routine. Once I figured out what my skin liked, it really did start to calm down. So I've been very thankful because for the last 2 years, I could not figure out what was going on. I got my hormone levels checked. I was trying different foods. I was like, maybe it's this, maybe it's me not working out, maybe it's traveling. And then I realized I think it was just all the different products I was using. Fast forward to today, my skin is pretty clear. I still have some hyperpigmentation as well as just normal blackheads, and I do get obviously the occasional pimple because I am human for sure. At this moment, knock on wood, my skin is under control and I'm very, very, very thankful for it. So in today's video, I have about 12 acne tips to share with you, as well as I am not wearing makeup. You might be thinking, oh, she didn't get ready today. Yep, on purpose. Since I figured we were talking about skincare, I would actually show you guys my skin. Woohoo! No makeup, that's so nice. The first tip, and the one I thank my mother for so much, is the importance of a skincare routine. At a very, very young age, I think at the age of 8, literally as far as I can remember, I had been washing my face and putting on moisturizer. And then as I got a little bit older, I started adding in a toner and as well as an acne treatment when it was time. But I literally do not remember the last time I didn't go to bed without washing my face or waking up and washing my face. Somebody asked me do you ever forget? And the answer is no, because it is such a part of me to wash my face morning and night. And so I thank my mom for that, for installing a great routine and habit. So thanks mama, because you helped me morning and night. I literally cannot stress the importance enough of having a skincare routine while traveling. That is something that I learned and also might have played into the last 2 years of breakouts. So even if the climate changes or if I'm on a plane, I still have my routine that my skin is used to and I know that works. The second tip is educate yourself about skincare. I have found this to be so tremendously helpful. Since everybody's skin is different, you really do need to be careful where you're getting your information from because you want it to be from a trusted source, which is why I'm really excited to be doing this video because last week Roche Posay hosted an event here in LA called the Dermclass, and they actually had a dermatologist. Her name was Dr. Annie Chu. She has a practice down in Hermosa Beach, and she came up and actually taught a class about acne, which was so helpful because she answered tons of questions. So I just had to say say I'm really thankful when brands take the time to properly educate like their influencers and creators, because they could have just sent us home with a bag of goodies, but instead they took this opportunity and made it a learning experience so that way we can share with you guys some good information. So I actually filmed the whole derm class because everything that Dr. Chu was saying was so informative, and I wanted to make sure I could give you guys the exact information. So here are some of my favorite parts from the talk.
And our esteemed guest, Dr. Annie Chu. She is the medical director as well as owner of the Derm Institute in the South Bay and has lectured extensively around the world. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to them.
So acne is the #1 skin disease in the world, the single #1 skin disease. It affects between 50 to 60 million people at a time, at any given time across just the US alone. I think the actual mechanism and the science of why acne develops still stays the same. Genetically, we're different in how our body sees different hormones. So the best way I sort of describe it to my patients is estrogen and testosterone almost act as yin and yang to each other in the body. And when, say, a female develops adult onset acne, it's often that we do have dropping estrogen levels starting even in our early 20s. And so the body may see more testosterone and then the skin will react to that. Makeups that have been marketed in the last 15 to 20 years are marked as hypoallergenic and non-comedogenic. So the majority of makeups out there don't really worsen acne if it's just used on sort of a day-to-day basis, like a light covering, like what we would do in a social kind of incident. The average person should not exceed washing their face twice a day, and that's it. Really over-stripping your skin is just going to make the oil glands feel like it confuses the oil glands. Your sebaceous glands think your skin is dry when you overstrip the skin, and it will actually produce more oil to compensate, so you're almost constantly chasing in a cycle.
So there you go, now you guys heard it from a dermatologist, not just some person. So I hope you guys found it helpful, because I found it really helpful and informative, and I'm really glad they did that because it's really nice hearing it from like an actual doctor. I got so many questions about this next tip. It was how to get rid of scars. And Dr. Chu actually talked about this the other night. She was describing to us the difference between acne scars and hyperpigmentation, and they are two different things. Acne scars is a texture difference. So if you are noticing like an actual texture change in your skin, my main recommendation is going to see a dermatologist as soon as possible, because it's definitely easier to like prevent it rather than try to fix it later down the road, because scarring is a lot different than just color. Scarring is a texture change. So just take the proper steps and go see a dermatologist if you are noticing scarring. Which brings me perfectly into tip number 4, see a professional. Whether it be a dermatologist, which I think you should see once a year, I think it's very helpful. They'll be able to help you with like more serious problems. Like somebody asked me like, what do I do if it's genetic? Like they'll be able to troubleshoot that. So see a dermatologist once a year, as well as see an esthetician regularly. They'll be able to help you with like facials and just keep your skin on track. Tip number 5 is find products that work for you. Now this can be very tricky and it will take some trial and error. So I've tried so many products over the years, so I've been able to determine like what I like in my face wash or what I like as a spot treatment. So I have here some of the Roche Posay Ethiclair products that I have been liking. In my face wash, I like something that's pH balanced. I have noticed that is a huge thing with my skin. This one is a pH of 5.5 and 6. I noticed it has been helping. They also have a face wash, which I don't have here, but it has salicylic acid in it. So if you're struggling with like back acne or chest acne, which I do when I work out a ton, you get those little like whiteheads, you're like, oh, go away. So you can use a face wash that has salicylic acid in it, and it'll help with those little problems. I wear makeup during the day most of the time, except not today, yay! But like Dr. Chu was saying, when it comes to washing your face, sometimes you want to do like 2 passes. And so for me, I first use a makeup wipe and get off all my makeup, and this one is oil free, so it's good with my eyelashes. And it also has LHA in it, so which is like the sister or like the cousin to salicylic acid. So it also helps exfoliate my skin and get that off. And then I can use this, the pH balanced one. Spot treating, everybody's favorite thing. I actually really do love spot treating because sometimes my face is too sensitive to put like a treatment all over. So I realized with my acne, I do like a benzoyl peroxide. So this is the dual action acne treatment. It is 5.5 benzoyl peroxide as well as 0.4 micro exfoliating LHA. So I just spot treat at night and I've been really liking the results. Some people like salicylic, some like benzoyl. It's a personal preference. It's whatever works for your skin. The next tip is let your skin breathe. I have been loving this tip because I'm normally one to wear makeup every day. I have been really trying to appreciate the no makeup days. So especially when traveling, I don't wear makeup, and when I'm not filming and I have nowhere to be, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm just trying to let my skin breathe and heal, especially since I was dealing with those acne problems. I'm just like, please heal. And so the less I could put on my skin that day, the better. So let your skin breathe. Don't put on makeup if you don't have to. Tip number 7 is don't pop your pimples. I used to be such a pimple popper. My mom used to always pick her face, and now like I ream her. Whenever I see her like picking at her face, I'm like, knock it off. I know this is such a hard one. We all just want to like squeeze the life out of it literally, but trust me, treating it is so much better than squeezing it, because here's the thing with pimples. If it is not ready to be extracted, you could just be bruising your skin, which is the last thing you want to do, as well as pushing that impurity into other pores, which we don't want. We don't want to spread the acne, we just want to treat it. So whenever I get a really nice big pimple, what I will do is I will use a sulfur treatment at night to dry it out, and then I will use the benzoyl peroxide in the mornings. If there is a whitehead and there is no way around it and it literally looks like it's about to explode, what I will do, because I don't want to damage my skin, is I will take like a little needle, like a little pinpoint needle, and just pop the skin and let it just ooze out by itself, so that way it can release the pressure, because we all know those ones that just like want to shoot out at you. You never want to bruise or force it out, so first try treating it before you try squeezing it. That is my little motto. I like that. I'm gonna keep it. Tip number 8 is hyperpigmentation. Like I had mentioned before, scarring and hyperpigmentation are two different things. Scarring is a texture thing, hyperpigmentation is a color thing. Hyperpigmentation is that pimple that just won't go away. You're like, it is healed, but it is still there. You're like, I see I had one here, 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 and here. It almost looks like a dark purple freckle, if you will. The good news is hyperpigmentation is treatable. In fact, it's not even that difficult. It can actually be done at home, which is pretty awesome. There are some skin products that have like skin lightening benefits, which is cool. And then if you want it to be treated a little bit faster, there are other options like chemical peels, as well as lasers that help with light color. And so there are options out there, and it does work. I have tried them. Tip number 9, properly moisturize. I got so many questions saying, I have dry skin, I have oily skin, what do I do? So there's a balance that needs to happen. You will help your skin maintain its levels if you properly moisturize. Like, I can't stress it enough. So many people think that if I use a moisturizer, I will break out because it'll cause oil. There are ways to control the oil production in your skin by using like a product with salicylic acid in it that will help, because the last thing you want to do is actually dry out your skin, which will cause it to produce oil, which will cause it to break out, and then you start a cycle that is unnecessary. So properly moisturize and give your skin the nourishment that it needs, and then you will lessen the chance of breakouts. A very, very, very important tip when using acne products is sunscreen. I can't stress the importance of using an SPF every day, especially since we're using acne products. Your skin is very sensitive, and you have products that are sensitive to the sun, so use your SPF. I actually have here the Roche Posay SPF 60, and I've actually known about this for a really long time. My mom actually uses the tinted moisturizer one, so that's actually how I heard about this brand, because she told me about this. I got it especially with traveling, so I've been using it for a while now. I really like that it's thin, it's not heavy, it doesn't clog your pores. This is not the tinted moisturizer one. This is just their regular, and I'm actually going to put it on because I forgot to put on sunscreen today. I was inside and I didn't think about it. So perfect timing. You guys reminded me. My last little thought with sunscreen is, if you struggle with hyperpigmentation like I do, you definitely want to wear your sunscreen daily, because if you go in the sun, it will darken the spots, and that's the last thing you want. So use your SPF daily. Just do it. It'll save you. See what I'm doing right now? Don't do it. Tip number 11, don't touch your face. Your hands are full of germs. You want to wash your hands before you ever put on your makeup or sunscreen or products. Don't touch your face throughout the day. Like, I used to sit in class and just put my hand here. Your hands are dirty. Just keep your hands off your face. It'll save you, I promise. It'll help. Guys, we have made it to the last tip, which is living a balanced lifestyle. So I got so many questions regarding, do certain foods cause acne? It has been debunked. I actually learned this this the other night from Dr. Annie Chu. She had said, no, chocolate doesn't cause acne, fried foods don't cause acne. There has been no direct correlation between those, but what I have found for me personally is when I eat balanced, that's when I feel like my happiest and healthiest. My skin looks the best and my body feels the best, like from the inside out. So that's me personally. I still go eat fries, I still eat pizza, but I just try to eat as like healthy when I can. Like that's what I look at as balanced. And that kind of goes along with like working out. Like when I feel like I'm working out and I'm sweating, I feel like my skin looks better. It just feels like more vibrant, like I'm just sweating through my pores. Like that is just up to you. You have to find out what your balanced lifestyle is, but whatever it is, live it. You will feel much better, I promise. So the last thing I want to talk about is not necessarily a tip, but I guess it can be. Okay, it's going to be a bonus tip. Self-confidence. Acne can cause a lot of problems, most of them internal. We all know that feeling of having a horrible breakout, pimples that won't go away, hormonal acne that just is like lingering, and you just feel like everybody's staring at it. And honestly, it hurts, like physically, like they can be painful, as well as mentally, because you just like know it's there and it's just like eating away at you and you're just like, go away. So I want you to try something with me. We're not going to get down about it. What we're going to do is we are going to set acne goals. I want you to go into the comments and write 3 things that you can do today to take action towards your acne. So my thought process behind this is when you set a goal, you actually track it and you want to achieve it. So by doing this, you'll feel more confident and in control of your skin. We create goals all the time, like for fitness and our lives, but I never hear anyone like make their face a priority. So let's do it right now. Mine are make a dermatologist appointment because I haven't been in over a year, so I am due for that, as well as like start journaling about my skincare. I'm gonna write like what products I'm using, how long I've been using it for, and do I notice anything different about my skin? So that way I can always go back and have record of like what worked and maybe what didn't. And then my third goal is to use a face mask twice a week. Woo, boom, goal's done. Put yours down below, I want to know. Well loves, that is it. Those are all my tips for acne. I do hope you guys found this helpful. I know I had a lot of fun sharing with you guys all this information about acne, and I also want to thank Roche Posay again for teaming up with me on this video. I found it helpful, I hope you guys did as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. We talk about fashion, beauty, and lifestyle here. But that is it. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys later this week, and I can't wait to follow up with you guys on your acne goals. Bye guys!